Welcome to the Bible Story Box channel.
Bible Story Box.
In today's Bible story, we will dabble into the story of Samuel. But before we get started, kindly subscribe to this channel. Viewers, let's get started. Once upon a time, a woman named Hannah was deeply troubled because she had no children. She prayed fervently to God for a child and promised that if he gave her a son, she would dedicate him to the Lord's service for his entire life. God heard her prayer, and she gave birth to Samuel. True to her promise, after Samuel was weaned, Hannah took him to the temple at Shiloh to serve under the priest Eli. Samuel's life was dedicated to God from a very young age. One night, while Samuel was sleeping in the temple, he heard a voice calling his name.
Samuel, Samuel.
He thought it was Eli that was calling him, so he ran to Eli. But Eli told him he had not called and instructed him to return to bed. Finally, Eli realized that God was calling Samuel. He instructed Samuel to respond with, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." So Samuel returned to bed, and God spoke to him.
I will soon do things in Israel that will shock anyone who hears about them. I will do everything I said I would do against Eli and his family. Everything from the beginning to the end.
The next morning, Samuel was afraid to tell Eli what God had revealed to him. But Eli insisted, so Samuel told him the message from God. Eli accepted the judgment, saying, "He is the Lord, let him do what is good in his eyes." As Samuel grew, God was with him, and his words were recognized by all of Israel. He became known as a prophet, and the people of Israel turned to him for guidance. Later, the Israelites demanded a king. They wanted to be like the nations around them. Samuel, who had been leading them, was displeased, but God told him to grant their request. God instructed Samuel to anoint Saul, a tall and handsome man from the tribe of Benjamin, as the first king of Israel. As instructed by God, Samuel anointed Saul, and Saul began his reign. At first, Saul was humble and followed God's guidance, but over time, he disobeyed God's commands. This led to God rejecting Saul as king. God instructed Samuel to go to Bethlehem to anoint a new king from the sons of Jesse. When Samuel arrived, he saw Jesse's eldest son, Eliab, and thought he was the one God had chosen. When Samuel saw David, God told him that this was the one. Samuel anointed David as the future king of Israel. Samuel continued to guide the people of Israel, serving as a prophet, priest, and judge. His life was a model of faithfulness to God. Dear Bible Story Box viewers, let's get to the moral of the story. But before that, I hope you enjoy today's Bible story. For this reason, don't forget to subscribe and share for more videos like this. Samuel's story is a powerful reminder of listening to God's call and being faithful to his guidance, no matter how difficult the circumstances may be. It also highlights the importance of integrity and obedience in serving God.